All right, hopefully I've got this framed up well enough. Um, so cheers everybody. This is definitely not the type of video that I would normally be uploading, but 2 weeks without content is not the type of habit that I would like to be getting into. So I'm just using my phone and I'm attempting to produce something. Um, If I sound a little funny, it's because I'm valiantly trying to fight off a cold with varying degrees of success here. And I've written about, as far as the 2 week timeline goes, I've written about this on the Facebook if you follow that at all. But basically, some scheduling happened and travel happened and busy happened. And equipment failure happened, and I wasn't able to produce an episode of Instant Screaming last Friday. So I had some lights that broke and I needed to fix those. And then this week I've been trying to not get sick / get over getting sick. And I had fully intended to set up the professional stuff that I normally use and record an episode of Instant Screaming tonight just quickly, just to put something up. But funny thing, I think some sort of truck or box van or something drove through the internet cable and cut off my entire street. I don't know how much capability I'm going to have to edit this, but if I can, I'll put a picture of it because I took a picture of it. But the thing is ripped apart and wrapped around the utility pole outside, so we're down. And Verizon is telling me that no one is going to be able to get out here to fix it until sometime tomorrow morning, maybe as late as noon or after. So even if I did tape something, I couldn't put the trailers on it. And if I had it on my computer, I'd have no way to actually upload it. So hopefully my phone's 3G data plan will sustain this. But enough about excuses. There are some recommendations here. First up, The Unborn recently hit Netflix, and that's I think worth checking out. My own personal penchant for possession movies might play into that, but as far as possession movies, it's a little bit unique in that instead of being about the traditional Catholic possession and exorcism, it's about a Jewish possession and exorcism. So that puts a couple of points on it in my book. It is a little bit bigger budget. It's a little bit slicker looking. But I did like the visual style of it. It's got a certain flair to it, and it's unique and it's consistent in the realm of possession movies. It's not what you normally see, so it definitely gets points from a horror fan perspective. What else is on there? Event Horizon is probably still on Netflix. It's one of my favorite movies, always worth checking out. Contracted, the first one, I haven't seen the second one, but the first one was an interesting kind of emotional take on zombieism. Extraordinary Tales hit Netflix relatively recently, and that's kind of an interesting little beast. It's an animated anthology series of animated shorts of Edgar Allan Poe stories, narrated by incredibly famous, well-known people. There's some archived recording of Bela Lugosi, one of Christopher Lee's last recordings, Guillermo del Toro, Julian Sands, all narrate stories, and each story is done in a different style of animation. Some of which are good, some of which are kind of weird looking, but if you're kind of a fan of Gothic and Poe and stuff like that, it's worth checking out. It's a step above an audiobook at least. I don't know what else is out there. If you have something, just leave a comment. I'll be watching all weekend when I do get my internet connectivity back, and I am working on the next modern horror. So hopefully that'll be out in a week or two. But again, I apologize for the break in scheduled content and inconsistency. But hopefully I'll be able to smooth it out and then get another good long time without an interruption. In the meantime, thanks for bearing with me, and cheers, folks.